Thanks for being with us for News Center Maine Afternoon at 12:30 today. I'm Brian Yacono.
And I'm Amanda Hill. Typically, we would start with Ryan Breton, who would have our first look at the forecast. But before we do that, we want to get to Bangor, where we have a crew. Vice President J.D. Vance is expected to speak any moment now. Our Phil Hirschkorn is at Bangor International Airport, so we want to check in with him first. So, Phil, what is the Vice President expected to talk about today?
Well, Amanda, he's expected to talk about fraud. As you know, the Trump administration has put a great emphasis on what they allege is systemic Medicare, Medicaid fraud in states all over the country. For some reason, they only talk about Democratic-led states like Minnesota, like Maine, like California, like Illinois. And as several warm-up speakers have already mentioned, there are questions about how some of those federal dollars are being spent here. For example, $45 million in billing for autism services, which the Center on Medicaid and Medicare is investigating. For example, $1.7 million in overbilling by a non-governmental organization run by Somali immigrants, Gateway, which we've reported on and has gotten a lot of attention. Beyond that, we haven't heard that many specific examples, but it's become an agenda item for the administration. And Vice President Vance leads the task force that President Trump created in March to look at this nationwide. Yesterday, the Vice President was in Washington, and he announced withholding of $1.3 billion in Medicaid payments in California, which has questions on their spending. They're creating some new groups to do audits all over the country. So that's mainly what we expect the Vice President to talk about when he takes the stage any moment, Amanda and Brian.
Phil Hirschkorn live in Bangor for us. Thank you, Phil. And of course, when the Vice President begins speaking, we will go to that live.
Phil, our thanks to you. By the way, we were just hearing Phil because we are set up to be able to take the Vice President when he does speak. So Phil was standing by with his microphone there to at least give us a little breakdown of what's happening. All right. In the